Today, my dream of coming to Africa has become reality. To give a little background, I came to Tanzania with 2 friends to do voluntary work at the soon-to-be clinic, a necessity that sadly, for many people here, is a luxury. After being picked up by a local, we're going straight to the city of Arusha, which lays at the foot of Mount Meru, the 5th highest on the continent. From the moment I stepped foot outside the airport, I've been switching between my binoculars and camera like crazy. There are new species wherever I look, and there's just not enough time to identify all of them. During the 1-hour drive to Arusha, I've already seen more than a dozen brand new species. This is so exciting. A friendly reminder for those who want to travel by car in Tanzania. It's total chaos on the roads, so be prepared for some extreme driving experiences. Today we have to buy the materials we need to do our work, and after that we have a 6-hour drive to our base, which lies just southwest of Lake Eyasi. The tricky part is that only half of the journey will be made on paved road. The rest of it is always a mystery, as the dirt and gravel roads are constantly damaged by rain and flash floods. We leave Arusha at sunset, and at 11 p.m. we arrive at the town of Karatu, where we come to our first predicament. Our car stopped working. We leave the car in Karatu and hop in the back of the truck that's transporting our work materials that just caught up to us. The bumpy road, the loud metallic noises, and the thick dust are making our journey a hell. Late at night, the truck stops a few kilometers from our destination because the road ahead is impracticable, so we end up spending the night in the back of the truck. At sunrise, we wake up all tattered and covered in dust, but when we step out of the truck, we get absolutely awestruck by the beauty of the savannah. An African harrier hawk passes above the baobabs, while weavers and many other small birds are flying to and fro in the bush to say the least about the strange, otherworldly-like sounds of the savannah. From place to place, small rocky hills named kopjes appear from nowhere, adding charm to the landscape. I'm already in love with this place. With the help of a tuk-tuk, we are finally able to reach our base, which is practically situated in the middle of the savannah. We don't have electricity for now, so one of our priorities is to install the electric system and the solar panels, which will take us a few days. We have to choose between sleeping in a tent or on mattresses on the floor of the unfinished buildings. One of our top priorities for the first day is to attach mosquito nets on the windows. This is a country where you can contract malaria. The vegetation here is so interesting. Every tree and bush seems to have thorns. There's so much to explore, and let's not forget, it's bird breeding season. Right away, I start to make a list of the bird species living around here, so I postpone filming and try to focus on taking photos of as many birds as possible. We have a pair of superb starlings nesting in the middle of the courtyard and Swahili sparrows under our rooftop. We've got fork-tailed drongos, mourning doves, African grey flycatchers. I've seen a scarlet-chested sunbird and ashy starlings, and there are many paradise white-owls. As an ornithologist that recognizes the bird songs in his country, being in a place with so many unfamiliar sounds can be quite overwhelming, but at the same time very exciting. There are lots of birds feeding on the ground and many foraging through the bushes and treetops, and a lot of them flying left and right or passing by above us. Other birds, like this weaver, are building their nests. There are even some trees in flower, and different types of sunbirds are visiting them. There are raptors looking for food in the skies, like this Wahlberg's eagle and this brown snake eagle, and I even saw some familiar species from Europe and my country, like the European bee-eater, the great white pelican, and the cattle egret. All of these species and so much more seen only on or from the property where we're staying. Any birder would call this place heaven. Let's not even talk about the insect diversity. There are so many strange-looking insects that can be seen at day or at night, a lot of species of mantis, large millipedes, and interesting stick insects. Scorpions are very common too, so we'll have to be careful with them. It's sunset. At the end of the first day at camp, we even get to see a beautiful square-tailed nightjar that starts singing in a tree right in front of us. What an intense first day at camp. Can't wait for tomorrow. I wake up at first light to a cacophony of bird songs. Even though I am still very tired from the long trip, something inside is pushing me to get up and explore. When I step outside and see the first rays of light through the thorny acacia trees, the baobabs, and the bustling savannah, I get invigorated instantly. Sharp, parrot-like sounds catch my attention first. I get closer to the source and I can't believe that there are actually parrots in front of me. They quickly fly away, and then next, raptor-like sounds catch my attention. I get a glimpse of a juvenile hawk flying away and stopping in another tree, and I hear more hawk sounds, so I carefully make my way toward them. I stop briefly to film my first barbet ever, a spot-flanked barbet, and a pair of beautiful sunbirds. After a short walk and some searching with my binoculars, I find the source of the sounds. There are two juvenile Ovambo sparrowhawks that have fledged recently, so their nest should be nearby. In a defying fashion, a bunch of male von der Decken's hornbills have perched just above the hawks on top of the umbrella-like acacia. Maybe they want to impress the girls nearby. But the juvenile hawks are begging for food, and where their parents come to feed them, the hornbill males might lose all their bravery. Suddenly, I hear a beautiful song next to me. At the end, I'm sharing with you some of my favorite pictures of the day. There are many more things I want to share with you from this amazing trip to Tanzania, so stay close for the next videos. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. This will help me to make more videos that will reach more nature and wildlife lovers. See you in the next episode.